Hello and welcome to the ASMR Planetarium. My name is Heinrich Heyerdahl. I am the director here at this facility. I want to give you a very warm welcome. We appreciate you coming out for our show tonight. We do things a little bit differently at our planetarium here. It is a very relaxing while also educational vibe. You know, the lights are going to be out. It'll be a very soothing experience. So it's not uncommon for people to fall asleep. Feel free to do so. Don't worry if you do. At the end of the show, we do play a loud klaxon to wake up anyone who has fallen asleep. I am, of course, kidding about the klaxon. We wouldn't do that. We are affiliated with the ASMR Aquarium and their oceanographic work that they do. So if you haven't been over there, I do recommend you check it out. Be equally appealing to you if you enjoy what we do here. So with that being said, we have a wonderful journey through the universe prepared for you tonight. So I invite you to relax, tip your seat back, and open your mind to the wonders of the cosmos. Let's get the show started now. An ancient plain, barren, possibility and danger await, and above, mystery, scintillating, mysterious, yet with a reassuring cycle, rotating into familiar alignments, an anchor, a north star, and flowing across the heavenly dome, the white glow of the Milky Way. For most all of the time we humans have walked the earth, that was a vast and splendorous ceiling, a source of awe, stories. Our ancestors could only dream and imagine what lay above them. But now we can lift ourselves up above the huts, the roofs of houses, above the tallest skyscrapers, continuing up above the clouds, seeing the horizon curve, and as we go higher and higher, seeing the precious sphere of our Earth. That vibrant blue dot contains every human experience, every memory, everything of who we are and have ever been. That world where oceans ebb and flow, where forests breathe in and out, where the thinnest of atmospheres separates life from the endless realm of night surrounding it. Invisible, the magnetic fields protecting us from the radiation of our nearby star, without which we would have no home at all. Now we leave home and continue our journey. The moon, our solitary companion, its face turned, only revealing one side, leaving us to wonder at its hidden mysteries. An enigma, silent, scarred by craters blasted into its surface across untold eons of time. Distant and quiet it may seem, it is no mere observer. It reaches out and pulls on our oceans, giving shape to the rhythms of life on our surface. And beyond the moon, the planets await. Joining us in the solar system, each tracing its own ellipse through the sun's light. Mercury, baked hard by the furnace of the sun, airless and empty. Venus, obscured by clouds, searing acid rain falling upon its hard surface. Mars, a red desert, perhaps a once and future home for water, bearing the imprint of rivers and seas, perhaps even a home for us someday. Jupiter, a mighty god of myth, its atmosphere roiled by storms lasting centuries and more. Orbiting this turbulent giant, moons of ice and fire, held in its grasp, gravity keeping them from the void. Next on our journey, Saturn, its signature look, the rings of ice and stone, sun sparkling off the mighty bands. Now farther and farther, past Uranus and Neptune, cold, blue, quiet, frozen gas worlds. We fly past the small, hard rock of Pluto, out into the deep, dark depths. We now know our system is not unique, that other worlds circle other stars. We call them exoplanets, and they come in a diversity beyond our imaginings. Some many times larger than Jupiter, locked in tight orbit around their stars, where molten glass could fall as rain. Others, small and rocky, warm to a perfect temperature for oceans and lakes. Those in the habitable zones might hold life, just as our Earth does. Somewhere out there may be another paradise, a world of green and blue like our own. Astronomers have identified many thousands of worlds, using the faintest scraps of data, the dimming of starlight, a tweak in the pull of gravity, irregularities of orbital motion. And we know there must be far more than we could ever hope to observe. Perhaps someone out there is looking up, just as you are, wondering if they are alone, hoping they are not. Beyond the edge of our sun's light, we find the flames of other stars, the heat of other worlds, each one a sun, each one unique, some blazing white hot, others dim, ancient, from a time before our world, part of ours only through their travel across time, a record of the past, burning the last of their fire, just embers now. Within our galaxy, there are places of breathtaking beauty, nebulae, clouds of gas and dust stretched across light years. Some are stellar nurseries, like the Orion Nebula, where stars are still being born, hidden in glowing veils of hydrogen. Others are the remains of the dead, mummified in vivid colors of the spectrum, supernova remnants like the Crab Nebula, still expanding centuries after its stars collapse. Stars begin in these stellar nurseries. Gravity, irresistible force, pulling elements closer together. As the tiniest seed grows in mass, a protostar is born. And the pressure in the core produces enough heat, 10 million degrees, hydrogen atoms fuse into helium. The star bursts into flame. A balance is struck. Gravity pulling inward, fusion pushing outward. Its size charts its fate. Some stars, small and red, burn gently for trillions of years. Others, massive and blue, live only a few million. A brief but brilliant flash in time. For a star like our sun, the end comes quietly. The core contracts and the outer layers drift away. The star becomes a red giant. Then its husk collapses into a white dwarf, an ember of light no larger than Earth, slowly cooling into darkness. But for the largest stars, the end is far more dramatic. When their cores fill with iron, fusion halts. Gravity wins the long-fought duel. The collapse is sudden. The explosion, a supernova, is bright enough to outshine galaxies. In that instant, elements heavier than iron are forged. Gold, uranium, calcium, the very materials of life. They are scattered back into space to seed new stars, new planets, new beginnings, perhaps even new life. This is the cycle of stars: birth, life, transformation, death. And from their ashes, everything you know, everything that could ever be, is made. Our sun is only one among hundreds of billions in this galaxy, a mighty spiral of stars spanning 100,000 light years across. From afar, it resembles a whirlpool of light, but within, every dot is a sun. Every sun may hold worlds, and some of those worlds may hold life. Looking back, if the galaxy were a city of lights, our sun would be one house on one street, and yet it is home. Sometimes the end of a massive star creates something stranger still, a black hole, like at the center of our Milky Way, which holds a supermassive black hole. Silent, invisible, but holding millions of stars in orbit and binding our galaxy together. A place where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. Gravity so strong it warps the space around it. Even time itself slows. To fall inside is to vanish from the known universe, crossing what we call the event horizon, a boundary from which there is no return. Yet black holes don't just destroy. They shape galaxies, affecting the stars around them. And in their mysterious, supermassive hearts, they may even give birth to new cosmic structures. Now we drift farther still. The Milky Way becomes one galaxy among millions. Galaxies of all shapes, spirals, ellipticals, vast clouds of light. Clusters of galaxies weave together into strands and filaments, a cosmic web stretching across the universe. Here time stretches. Light from some galaxies has traveled billions of years to reach us. When we look outward, we are also looking back to a time when stars first began to shine, and beyond them, silence, darkness, the unknown. And yet, amid this immense landscape, situated among the mind-stretching distances, there is you, a raw element animated with the spark of life, alive for the briefest moment, able to look up and wonder. We travel back now through the spiral arms of the Milky Way, past the myriad stars, past the planets of our solar system, back to the small blue sphere where oceans rumble and feel the pull of our satellite, where forests breathe out our air, where humans tell their stories and make their best guesses about the heavens above. Our Earth turns quietly in space. It is small, it is fragile, it is home. And as we return to it, let us remember, we are one small part of this vast story, not separate from it, but woven into the fabric of the stars. Look up. The universe is out there. All right, that concludes our program for the evening. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I hope to see you all back soon, perhaps for our program on the constellations of the night sky. If you've enjoyed the show, I do invite you to become a member. It helps support what we do here. And also, please do subscribe so you can see additional content. Well, with that, I want to send you on your way. Hope you've enjoyed touring through this amazing expanse in which we live. And I want to wish you a very wonderful night.